If you look at the history of race equality in this country, take 1993, 1999, the Steve Lawrence Inquiry, organizations became quite conscious about what they needed to do. 20 years on after Stephen's murder, the agenda is just gone off the cliff.
This is the first time this government has announced difficult decisions on spending. It will not be the last.
Department for Transport, 683 million. Communities and local government, 780 million. Local government.
Unless we do something quite adventurous, proactive, and quite radical, it's going to continue to get worse.
The Runnymede Race Equality Scorecard is a new initiative designed to bring crucial performance data off the desks of policy workers and out onto the street. We've collected figures on 7 key areas including employment, criminal justice, education and health, and published it in an accessible format to make it easier for citizens to find out how well their local government is performing. Kingston in southwest London has a black and minority ethnic population of around 25%, and it's one of 3 boroughs who volunteered to participate in the project. We took the scorecard out on the town to see what the locals would make of it.
I think it's good because it shows the inequalities. We're never all going to be on a level playing field, but I mean, just about bringing the margins down just that little bit more.
To know the truth, the actual truth, not their version of the truth, is a good idea.
I mean, what's his name? Abraham Lincoln. He said if you want to know the strength of a man, give that man power. You get me? If you don't give one power, you wouldn't know how strong they are.
It was a big plus actually, it was Runnymede, because I thought Runnymede would be a good organisation to work with. Councils are pretty rich in data, but that doesn't mean that data is accessible or understood. More people should be involved in the debate about how we're doing and what we're doing. It's a really good way of bringing data to life for people.
The percentage of school pupils gaining 5 or more A to C grades at GCSE is one of the most widely cited figures in the British education system. And although all groups in Kingston show improvement, black African children continue to lag behind. Overcrowding is defined by the number of people who stay in a room and the amount of space they have there. Ethnic minority households are almost 3 times more likely to be overcrowded than white households. One of the most worrying figures covered by the scorecard is the disparity among those committed to secure wards in psychiatric hospitals. In most areas in the UK with a significant BME population, black people make up a startling proportion of psychiatric patients, and Kingston is no exception.
If this were affecting the majority community as much as it's affecting the black community, I'm certain that something quite progressive would have been done to address these issues.
The Met's use of stop and search powers is possibly the most controversial indicator covered by this scorecard. If you're black, you're about 8 times more likely than a white person to be stopped and searched in Kingston, roughly in line with the rest of the UK.
It's been reported to us that someone matching your description has been selling drugs in the local area.
We've had, throughout my 30 years service, a great deal of success through stop and search. It is about being proportionate and actually taking the time to explain to them why they're being stopped and searched.
We as a borough, we promoted ourselves as a very low crime area, a very successful business area for commerce and shopping, and therefore there is an inverse strategy which ensures that we retain those positions. And anything which prevents crime is progressively promoted in the town centre. So this data, this scorecard, will allow us to get a bit more strategic about how we please the town centre rather than just crudely excluding certain groupings to ensure that we retain our safety numbers. I am a perennial optimist, but I've lived in this country for a long time, and even though things have progressed, they haven't progressed in the way that I was hoping that my children would have benefited from.
If you'd like to see the complete scorecard, get in touch with us at runnymedetrust.org.